Today we're pleased to be joined with Felisha Legette-Jack,
yes,
who is in her 7th season as the head coach of the University at Buffalo Bulls. Thanks for getting together with me.
Oh, it's an honor, it's a privilege. Thank you so much, sir, for coming.
Okay, Coach, here's the situation.
Uh-oh.
It's we're in the final minute of the conference championship game. You've got the ball, you're working it on offense, shot goes up, clangs off the rim, you get the rebound with about 0.5 of a second, and your player is fouled. But the player who rebounded the ball, who's going to go to the line now to shoot a 1-and-1, is your worst free throw shooter.
Mm-hmm.
You get to the line, other team calls a timeout.
Yes.
Your team comes over.
Yeah.
What are you saying to the young lady going to the line? What are you saying to your team?
Well, I say, when you make this free throw, it's going to take us into a tie, correct? And then when we tie the game, we're going to have the second opportunity to take another free throw. And when you make that next free throw, we're going to take the lead. I don't want anybody fouling, okay? I want somebody on the ball. Okay, when she makes the first one, takes us to a tie. The second one's going to take us to the lead. I just want us to know that we can't foul.
Very good. What do you enjoy the most about being a coach?
I love being around young people that evolves into young women in their tenure with me. They come in with their eyes so wide open. They're so ready to learn. They're so afraid of their future. They're so afraid of their voices when they're young women, particularly our taller young women, and to reestablish who they are and make it something bigger than they ever imagined by just reassuring their voice matters and that they are enough, and to have them claim that, and by the end of their 4 years to walk out with their shoulders back and equipped for the road ahead. That's bigger than any win. That's bigger than any academic accolade that they can ever have. The shoulders back and ready to take on the world. It's the most humbling thing a coach can ever be charged with and to receive at the end of a 4-year student-athlete's tenure. You know,
you were graduated from Syracuse. You were a great player. When you left Syracuse, I believe you were their all-time leading scorer and rebounder.
Yes, sir.
Big East Rookie of the Year, 3-time All-League honors. I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Really
look at
impressive.
You, your homework.
But what started you down the path of basketball and took you from player to coach?
Well, I was the shyest person you ever want to meet. And I know that seemed like a surprise because I don't ever stop talking. But I walked with my head down to the 10th grade. And my brother always said to me, since the 5th grade, why don't you do something? You just seem I was this big. I was 6 feet in the 5th grade. And he challenged me to do something with myself. And I saw he and my other brother play basketball. So I began playing basketball, and I became a natural at it. And when I went to high school, I started playing. And every time I got in the gym, I realized that I got more confident in myself. And around that 10th grade, I was able to look people in their eyes. I was never able to look people in their eyes. And that gave me my confidence. It's this sport, and that's why I'm so indebted to this game of basketball, because of all the things I became because of it. And I was going to be a pro. I was going to go overseas. I was going to do all those fun things. But my senior year, I blew my knee out. And in my college career, I played 38 minutes a game. I never sat out, so I never really saw the game from a coach's perspective. And then that knee injury comes my senior year, where I was going to be an All-American. And he forced me to sit down and see the game from a coach's perspective. And I just was in awe of all the things that you can learn and challenge and do from a coaching side of the ball. And that was when I said, this is what I want to do. I want to coach.
What did you learn, aside from I want to coach, what did you take away from, you're an injured player? You'd never had that before. You'd been out on the court the whole time. Now you're on the bench.
Right.
Do you think that's changed your perspective or given you, helped you be a coach now and be empathetic to what's going down up and down your bench?
It absolutely does. When you're in the mix of it and you're playing, and then all of a sudden it's taken away. Something is taken away from you. Like these players come into on your team, and they're the stars of all their prospective high schools. And now all of a sudden I'm saying, you are just not ready to be a part of the starters or this top 8 right now. Doesn't mean that you're not great. Doesn't mean that you're terrible. It's just right now for the system that we have. But to have a kid to go through that, that's really challenging. And that's what the story I share with my players. I know it's hard for you to say. I know that you don't feel like you're worthy of, and I'm questioning your ability. I'm not. It's just not your time right now. So work in the dark. Continue to work on your craft. And you never know when your time is going to come. I'm a coach that plays about 9 or 10 players out of a full roster. And it's just really hard to play all 15 or 16 in my case. But it doesn't mean that you're not good enough. It just means that it's not time for you to be on the court right now. And I think because of my injury, my senior year in college in 1988 has equipped me to teach these young people how to just kind of wait their turn, but not patiently. Never be patient.